You just watched Rambo First Blood Part 2 for the first time. And now you want to look like Rambo himself. Muscular, aesthetic, athletic, confident, cool. You do some research and you see some cardio and training a couple times a week in the gym is the answer. But you wonder, well, I'm only 15. Am I not too young to train? You ask your parents, and after the conversation, you're officially too young to go to the gym. That's at least what my parents said. That's at least what my parents said. My name is Tel. My physique went from this to this. And you are not too young to go to the gym. Because it's getting pretty damn cold here in Sweden, lads. I'm sorry for this. There's no age restriction to actually building muscle. Because it's basically your body adapting to the force, to the loading you're using it for. So basically, if you need to have more muscle, you'll get more muscle. And it's just a natural thing. And why should it have any type of bad benefits for you if it's a natural thing? It's like breathing. Is breathing bad for you? Is breathing good air out in nature bad for you? Is drinking water, good water, bad for you? No, it's not. It's a natural thing. The same thing is with muscle building. So when you ask your parents and all these things, they often have some myths in the back of their head that they heard a couple of years ago, outdated, or I don't know, they just found it on Facebook. And some of them are, the number one is of course, training in the gym will stunt your growth. And that is found out by studies and professors. That is not true. The only thing is true that if you're doing really bad form and you don't work out your technique, you practice your technique, you can get injured. That is absolutely true. But it doesn't have to do anything with age. A 45-year-old dude can injure himself in a gym because he didn't take practicing his technique seriously. It doesn't matter how old you are. Then you have that it can be bad for puberty, that you, I don't know, something happens to you, you can't really develop like a real grown-up. That I will talk about later, because this is total bullshit. And then, number 3, the most number top every mom says is, I don't want you to look like a bodybuilder. That is what my mom had for an argument. That was her number 1 argument. I don't want you to look like a bodybuilder. It's crazy how all these normal people believe that if you just pick up a dumbbell, you accidentally pick up a dumbbell, you just, God damn it, now I'm real big and I'm taking testosterone. No, it doesn't happen this way. It's not that easy to look like freaking Ronnie Coleman. No, it all depends on your goal, but most people do not want to look like bodybuilders. And if you want to look like Rambo, if you want to look like me, my goal is not to be a bodybuilder. I want to be athletic, quite functional. I will look like a Greek god more. But here are some methods you could use if your parents tell you you can't train in the gym, but you want to. So number 1 thing is just keep asking for it. Because when your parents understand that, all right, he actually wants to do this, he's pushing and pushing and pushing, all right, I will let him do it if he really wants to do it. Because the gym can be quite expensive, depending on if you live in like a really big city where you have all these luxury gyms, it can be really expensive. If you live like a small town like I do, well, it's dirt cheap. But they just want to be sure you're taking it serious, because they think you're just joking. But if you just keep pushing on it, they will take you seriously, and then they may let you go to the gym, may even pay for gym membership if you have really nice parents. If that doesn't work, what you can do is you make a deal with them. You make a deal with them that you do something for them. And here it's really important that you prioritize their needs and their side, not yourself. All right, I'll cook food and then I'll get the gym and then you'll pay for it and then I'll get all the equipment. No. If I cook 2 meals a week, I know you come home from work, you don't want to work no more, you're tired. I will cook 2 meals a week so you can relax. But then I want to go to the gym. You see? You This isn't a book from Win Friends and Influence People. And all those little sales, they think you're just talking into them. Oh, you're so tired. Yes, I usually am. You want to relax? Yes, I can. But you can't because you need to cook food. That's true. But I can cook food. And then I want a gym membership. This works really often. You just gotta think from your parents' side. What does annoy them? Why wouldn't they let you go to the gym? You know, there are a lot of studies that can show you that going to the gym as a young person is really helpful. So you can just Google "too young to go gym" and come up 20 different articles where you can read and just show your parents. So that's out of the way. Then if that doesn't work, you have really strict parents. I tried this one with my parents. It worked somewhat. Start calisthenics. Start working out at home. Because like I said, there is an age restriction to the gym, but not any type of restriction to build muscle. So let's begin with building muscle at home instead. And the exercises I did was push-ups, squats, pistol squats, pull-ups, some type of handstands, trying to do some shoulder presses with just your leg weights on them, do sit-ups, do all these like sprinting, really nice, a little bit of jogging maybe, jumping, box jump, is moving your body and doing some couple core compound movements in the calisthenic era, like push-ups, pull-ups. These things are really great. I do them in the gym as well. And now, when you're doing this for a couple weeks, or even months, your parents will see, damn, he's actually really serious. He's doing it. We said no, but he's still in his room doing push-ups. This kid is serious. Then they may even let you go to the gym. If not, keep doing that. Keep doing push-ups, pull-ups, pistol squats. Move your body 3 to 4 times a week, between half an hour and an hour. Just keep doing, maybe do like 100 push-ups, then do 150 push-ups. Break it into sets, so you do multiple rounds basically. The same for pull-ups, do as many pull-ups you can, then do a little rest, then do another set, and just keep going. Do squats. Try some different variations of push-ups, pull-ups, clap pull-ups, clap push-ups. You can also try clap pull-ups if you want to, but it's a lot harder. Try different variations, and when you're old enough to go to the gym, where you can pay for it yourself, you will have a really lovely and great foundation to just really make absolute amazing progress in the gym. This is what happened to me and my gym bro. We didn't have money to get into gyms, so we just did like pull-ups, push-ups, all these body movements and exercises. When we got into gym, we were somewhat strong, so we've built up a good foundation, so we can just jump straight into exercises, understand the forms easier. We were not as weak, not as shaky and as bad. And most importantly, your nervous system. So you have muscles, and your nervous system needs to adapt as well to the load that you're putting on your body. And if you just already trained before calisthenics, your nervous system will slowly build up, and when you're in the gym, you can actually push yourself to the limit, to failure, train as hard, and then you won't have any problem with your nervous system, or it will not be too weak. Like in my brother's case, he just went straight to the gym, and I see him 1 week. I was training with him. This was like 2 weeks ago, 3. He was doing 30 kilograms on squat. He was doing 30 kilograms on squat. And I was shocked how little he did, because he had been training for like 1 or 2 months. That should be his warm-up right now. And he did it, and he had his little app. And the last time he did squats, he did 10 reps with 30 kilograms. And I said, this is the scam. This is what you gotta be careful from. Your nervous system and your mind. Your mind is not used to training. Your nervous system is not really used. You think 10 reps with 30 kilograms is really hard. And I said, double the weight. Double the weight. Take 60 kilograms. And he's somewhat big as well. So, yeah, he doubled the weight, and guess how many reps he did? He did 10 reps with 60 kilograms. And he would have done 30 kilograms with 10 reps again. It wouldn't take him a year to do squats with 60 kilograms. And I said double the weight, and he did it. He could do the same. Your body is often a lot more possible and capable, is a better word, than your nervous system is and your mind is in the beginning of your gym training journey. And like I said, if nothing works, your parents won't let you. you start, get on the floor, do some push-ups and squats and pull-ups. There's always a push-up and a squat and a pull-up to do. And when you eventually get to the gym, I'm right now making a protocol, a training protocol, somewhat like an ebook. And because I'm making it right now, it's not finished just yet. You get half the price. I'm making a little pre-sale here. So if you click the first link in the description, you will come to my page and you can buy basically where I will show you everything I've learned of my 4 years of training. You will get my training program where I train 4 times a week, how I stretch so I'm actually functional in everyday life, how it will improve your life quality, how it will improve you in the gym, and how I sprint, how I run, which exercise I do, everything explained. So if you're thinking you can get it now for only half the price, then it will be in when it's done.